Hello everybody, welcome to one of my videos. My name is Jamie and I'm from Morgan's Games. Today I'm doing a how-to video. Now some of my subscribers have been asking me, Jamie, how do you capture footage? Now if you've got a gaming channel or you're looking to start one, hopefully I can help you out with this video. And I'm going to tell you step by step of what I did, even though it wasn't an easy task back in the day, but I've learned so much. But anyway, I'm not going to drag it on far too much, I'm going to get straight to the point and help you out with this video. So for this video I'm going to be using the Elgato HD60. Of course there are other ones you can use, but this is the only one I've used, but it's fantastic. Never had any problems with it. System requirements: if you're using Windows 10, it needs an Intel HD and a GeForce GTX 600 or better, and it also needs an Intel i5 quad-core or better. It also works on a Mac. So this is my Elgato HD60. I bought it from Amazon a few years ago. It's been absolutely fantastic. It cost me about £100. A lot of money, but it does the job you want it to do. Now if you're buying it brand new, it will come with a mini HDMI cable, which you'll very, very much need. Now on one side you get the analog audio in, the HDMI in and the mini USB, and on the other side you have the HDMI out. Now to make this work you will need two HDMI cables. If you're using a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 you will need another one, which I'll go into later on. Okay, first things first, we need to plug one of the HDMI cables into the in and one HDMI cable into the out. Right, then take your mini HDMI cable and plug that into the side as well. Okay, for my first test I'm going to be using the Xbox One. Now you need the HDMI cable from the inside, not the outside. Also, it's the same side where you have the mini HDMI cable coming out of it. So it's the in, not the out. Now that goes into the back of the Xbox One and plug it into HDMI out to TV. Right, now we need to go to the other HDMI cable, which is coming out of the outside of the Elgato. That plugs into the back of your TV, or in my case, the side of my TV. There we go. Okay, so we have the HDMI out go into the TV, and the HDMI in go into the Xbox. Now we need to take the mini HDMI, which then goes into a USB, and this plugs into your laptop. Now the Elgato 60 does have a nice feature because it has lights. It can either be a white light or a red light. If it comes up as a red light, that tells you something is wrong. And this is going to be red because at the moment the Xbox One is not turned on. Now before you can use your Elgato HD60 you'll need to download a program first. I'll put it in the description below, but it is elgato.com/gaming/download. Download the Elgato Game Capture HD software to get started. Once you've successfully downloaded the program, it should look something like this. Now on here we have our live streaming, our game audio, live commentary, Elgato's sound capture, tags and some stream commands. However, this is not the route I tend to go down because I use OBS. However, to use it in OBS you have to use this program. Now up here it says game capture, this is our devices. At the moment it says no signal because my Xbox One's not turned on yet. Click on this symbol here and it says show device settings. Now if you're using an Xbox One, a 360, a PlayStation 4, PC, iPad, iPhone, Wii U or Nintendo Switch, the options are there for you. If you're old school like me, you have an Amiga or maybe even a C64 or a SNES, then you go for other. But for this first test we'll be using the Xbox One. Now if it's live streams you're looking to do, I highly recommend you download OBS. This is OBS. Now there are some newer versions including Streamlabs, however this is quite an old one and this is the one that works for me because it's the first one I used. It's fantastic. And this is how we add scenes. Okay, make sure you add your microphone, which is what I forgot to do earlier, which is why I'm doing it for a second time. So, we need to add a source. Let's talk about tomato sauce. Go to add and we need to add a video capture device. Now if your webcam or your Elgato is already installed on your laptop, which it is in my case, then we go to add existing. If it's new, go to create new, and I'm going to call it a capture video. There we go. Now we have the Elgato, but we've got to select it. So we go to the device, press the arrow up or down, and we select the Elgato Game Capture HD. So that is now on the source, on OBS. Once you've got the device set up on OBS, you then go into it, and as you can see at the moment it's actually deactivated. You click on activate and that will turn it on. There we go. As you can see, the screen is not 100% correct, but this is a test anyway. So that is how we capture the Xbox One. Of course, if you want to capture a webcam or maybe even a microphone, you go back into your sources and select a different option. But now I'm going to show you how we capture an older system. Okay, for this part of the video, I'm going to show you how to capture retro. If you're a SNES owner or Mega Drive, Master System, CD4 or even Amiga or any system that has a SCART lead, you'll want one of these. This is a video converter available at Amazon for about £20, absolute bargain, and it works. Does exactly what you want it to do. This is a HD video converter, and a word of warning, the one I bought, whether it's the same for all of them, I don't know, it did not come with a plug. The plug you need for this is a DC 5 volt. So I recommend you buying it separate just in case, because otherwise it's not going to work without it. Okay, for this part of the video we're going to be using the Amiga 1200, and the Elgato is set up exactly the same way. The only difference is that the HDMI, which is in the inside, that was plugged into the Xbox One, is no longer in the Xbox One. That side plugs into the HDMI output on the HD converter. And on the reverse side, we plug in the SCART lead that is going to be connected to the Amiga, and I highly recommend you use RGB, not composite. And of course, don't forget your 5 volt plug. There we go. It works. It looks fantastic. I'm sure it sounds fantastic, but unfortunately I forgot to plug in my headphones. This is gym power, and now we go on to the next system. It works brilliantly. However, if it's C64 you want to do, that works too. Providing you've got a SCART lead, just plug it into the HD converter and you're good to go. And of course, it does work as well with the PlayStation 1. Again, just do it the same way as you use the Amiga and the C64. Just plug in the SCART lead and you're good to go. Doesn't matter what video I do. Also, it's got to be in there somewhere. There we go. Don't quite know how this happened really. I was just doing some tests on the PlayStation 1 and all of a sudden my favourite game of all time decided to go on and make its way into this video. There we go. Boom! You're dead meat, mate. Okay, for this part of the video I'm going to show you how to connect a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 to your Elgato, because it is different. Right, for this video you definitely need one of these. You need a two-way HDMI splitter. Now on one side we have one HDMI input and the power plug, and on the reverse we have two HDMI outputs. So this is very much different. First things first, we need to plug it in. So I can use the same plug as I did with the other one. So that lights up. Okay, first things first, we need the HDMI from the PlayStation 3 or 4 going into the input of the splitter. So that goes to the PlayStation 3. Okay, so the first output, we're going to plug in the TV. So TV goes into output 1 or 2, doesn't matter which one. And then the other output, we plug into the Elgato. So plug in that one, and that one goes into the Elgato. But it plugs in the inside, not the outside. So that goes into the in. There we go. So that goes to there, and this one goes to your TV. This one goes to your PlayStation 3, and that goes to the plug. Right, now we need to plug in our small HDMI into there, and then that plugs into your laptop. There we are, people, working. Now unfortunately I don't have a PlayStation 4, I only have a PlayStation 3. I'm assuming it works exactly the same way, but I'll go over it one last time. So you want one HDMI cable going from the back of the PlayStation 3 into the HDMI splitter, and this one goes into the input of the splitter, and on the output we have two of them. One goes to your TV and one goes into your Elgato, but it only goes into the inside, not the outside. In fact, the outside is actually nothing there. So all you have is that, and also you have the miniature HDMI cable from here, which is on the input side, that goes into your laptop. A bit confusing, I don't know why that one is different, but that has always been the way for the PlayStation 3 and 4. you'll definitely need a two-way splitter. Now, if that doesn't work for you, there is a way around it. I have seen a few videos and some people have said that this is the only way you can do it. However, if you go to display settings, which is in your settings screen, click on that, you'll be given a video output setting. Click on that and you are given more options. You have HDMI, component, D-terminal, composite S video and AV multi-SCART. Now, some people have said in these videos that this will not work unless you change that. It's working for me perfectly, but it might be trial and error for you. Now, if it doesn't work for you and you have to go into this screen, don't forget, you're not going to be able to capture it. You might need to plug it in your normal way, otherwise you're not going to be able to see what you're doing. But there we go. Okay everybody, that is the end of my video. Hopefully this helps you out. A few people have requested it, sorry it took me so long to do. But you've got a few options, whether you're going to do modern or retro. Hopefully this helps you out and makes it a little bit more easier for you. But anyway, same with all of this games. I'm playing Trash Panic at the moment. Please like, subscribe, please share, and please subscribe to my channel on the Facebook fan page, on Instagram, also on Twitch. Just type in Morgan's Games, you'll find it fairly easy, and please remember to click on the bell icon, so notify you videos upload. It'll be fantastic. I'm not doing these sort of videos. I do retro Longplays and Streams, I do Hammer Bit Making, and live streams every Friday night, UK time, 8 o'clock. It's hard on my week. Until next time, take it easy. Ciao, bye, see ya. I haven't really planned this out at all. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Setup video. Is this working? Testing 1, 2, 3. I have no idea. Okay, you'll also need 2 HDMI cables. If you're using that PlayStation... My cat keeps sneezing. My cat keeps sneezing. You got a cold? Bless you. My cat's gonna sneeze. Bless you. Okay, for this video, I'm going to be good. Right. Now, if you're going down the capture card route, I suggest you go for the Elgato. Now, I've got an Elgato. Right. So, for this video, I'm going to be using my capture card, if that's the route you're willing to go down. Right. Right, I was talking, but unfortunately no words because my microphone wasn't turned on. We have an outtake. Right. HDMI signal output. Also, it can connect with the high definition HDMI input interface, easily connected with the DVD, setup box, HD, game console, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PSP, Wii, Xbox 360, etc. PSP? PSP? How? Really? I have to try that. This game has fantastic music, but I can't hear it. PlayStation 1 version is very, very challenging. A lot more difficult than the Amiga. But then I'm not using a joystick, am I? I don't know how this happened, people. This game accidentally went on somehow. I've got to try and use certain objects to break other ones. It's a very, very tactical game. Quite clever, but extremely difficult. And you do get boss battles as well. You've got to use the items wisely. We have a pig, which is the boss. Destroy it in 10 seconds. We've got to try and break this pig. Now, I'm not going to be able to break it with a bouncing ball. Scissors, maybe. I don't know. So... 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, if you don't do it, you get hit by that. Now, this is not going to happen. Oh, we've done that. That was the wrong decision. Yeah, I might have lost this one now. Oh, there's like hiccups and coughing all at the same time. Oh. Oh. Right. Oh, right, okay. Oh my lord. Any more noises? God, burps, coughing, hiccups. My lord. I don't even think I have that. There's a sneeze, but my cat did that earlier.